Hello, I'm Coercer, and welcome back to ArtifactCup number 31. We are now in round 3 of the tournament, and let's just take a quick look at the scores so far. So we've seen 2 rounds played. Evoc has a win and a loss. Tren has 2 wins. I have 2 wins. Noni has 2 losses, Iceman has a win and a loss, and Muad'Dib has 2 losses so far. So at the moment it's me and Tren in the lead, followed by Evoc and Iceman. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out in the end. So let's just dive into round 3. This round will be played on Firebase Krill. So let's just look at the first match in this round, and that'll be Tren versus Noneyadambus. We'll be looking at this one from Noneyadambus's point of view, and Tren will be playing as Soban. Now Firebase Krill maybe isn't the most railgun oriented map. There are quite a few set blockers with those big parts of the bases and the outcroppings, but then again there are also some very good spots where you can place railguns on the high ground, just like Tren did in the shallows. So we'll see what happens with the positioning between these 2 players. So let's put the wheel on and let's look at production. So here we are, and here is Noneyadambus and his coalition carrier. The base runner is retired. Yes, it is. I thought it was just moving through the carrier. And up here on the other side of the map we have Tren with his Soban carrier. Tren has elected to keep his base runner, as he did in the previous game, I believe. So he will be trying to pick up the first artifact, while Noni right now is just happily mining from his main. He is researching light assault vehicle fabrication, and if nothing else, his start is much better than one of the other games where he just on the shallows, where he was just maneuvering with his carrier a bit pointlessly and didn't get much done very quickly. He is now expanding to the first bulkhead as soon as these salvagers popped out. Demolition charge, he will be able to mine from that, while Tren is already returning a full salvager of CUs to his carrier. Oh no. That was unfortunate. I apologize for that one. That was my phone. There we go. So, where were we? We have Noneyadambus is now long distance mining from that location. He is 1 salvager short of having that fully saturated. He is building LAVs, and he is already researching AV fabrication, so he's already doing better than in the previous match. And Tren currently has nothing in production, but I'm assuming he will start popping out AVs and then railguns right after that. Tren did not pick up that artifact, and just as I say that, of course, he picks it up and starts moving it towards his extraction zone. Tren has a probe here on this high ground, so he'll see if anything moves past here, and I think these LEVs will be spotted by that probe, and especially if Noneyadambus moves them in to kill it, of course Tren will know about it. Tren is now producing some LEVs of his own, and Noni is building up the power reserve of his carrier, so he might be looking to move in with his carrier, since the Soban carrier is not that good at direct combat. That might might prove to be a good investment, of course, if it comes to carrier fight at all. These 3 LAVs are now focusing down Tren's base runner, but it's going to make it to the extraction zone, even with these reinforcements from Noni coming in, and especially if the targeting jammer will stay alive. And Noni's LEVs go straight through the targeting jammer and don't deal any damage. Now all of them are in the bubble. And Tren is just looking to park his base runner right in there. Noni didn't notice that yet, I believe. And there we go. Finally, the base runner gets killed by some of these LEVs popping out and popping in through the bubble, but they're now just sitting there. Luckily there's nothing there to damage them. Tren has AV on the field, and he has almost constructed a full wing of strikecraft, so this could be very painful for Noneyadambus very quickly. He has no AA ready, he is researching railgun fabrication. Those AAVs will shut down Noni's LAVs, even with that many of them. Tren's AVs can deal with these, no problem. Luckily those AVs do get split up, and now Noni is focusing down the first one, but he's losing a lot of his units, and now the strike fighters come in, and they will be able to mop up any stragglers remaining from that engagement. Noni now of course knows that are air units on the field. He has a support cruiser now at his extraction zone, but he still has no other ground units. Even though Tren has these strike fighters out, they need to return to the carrier eventually, and Tren did not build a second wing yet, and Tren basically has just some AVs out on the field. So if Noneyadambus will focus on building a mixed ground force of AVs and railguns, that should keep him safe for a while longer. The strike fighters now return to Tren's carrier, but they dealt quite some damage to that support cruiser, and unless Noni heals it, it will die to the next wave of strike fighters. Did Tren build more? Yes, he is building another full wing. That is now also support cruiser out for Tren, so his economy will be more efficient. Noni has lost one salvager at his expansion and one at his main, so that wasn't that bad. There was a small raiding party of 2 LAVs there, but Tren is now just moving in with his AAVs. That probe is just scouting around. It's still alive. It doesn't have a lot of health left, but Tren really is using those probes to the fullest extent. And now with 2 new base owners on the field, he's just going to pick up 2 artifacts, and that will solidify his lead. He's currently leading by 1 artifact, and these AVs are now focusing down the damage support cruiser, and unfortunately Noni doesn't have an answer to that. That railgun is on the wrong side of the dune. It doesn't have a good line of sight to fire on those AVs, and just as Noni corrects that, Tren's strike fighters come in and eliminate that railgun immediately. And once again Noni is going for assault cruiser fabrication. He is building support cruisers from his carrier. I guess I think he did research the support cruiser anti-air. The way this is going, I'm not sure he will live long enough to have those support cruisers out healing his carrier. And indeed, even if he succeeds in getting these support cruisers out. And since those support cruisers have anti-air, Tren just has an overwhelming air force. He almost has a completely full complement of strike fighters. He's missing just one full wing and two more strike fighters. This is just too little, too late from Noni. He really needed some missile batteries, some other form of support. He has lost almost his entire economy. He has one salvager left. Tren has secured 2 more artifacts. He's now three artifacts in the lead, and definitely looks like Tren is just waiting for the strike fighters to recharge, and then he's going to come in with another wing, or he's just going to capture the rest of the artifacts. Noni is not contesting any part of the map. He is now just stuck in his own corner there. He does have those support cruisers with anti-air out. His carrier is getting repaired, and it will be back at full health. But Tren is in a dominating position. He has a ground force, he has ALMs all around his base, so Noni's 2 AAVs won't be able to deal much damage. Tren has 2 armor upgrades, I believe, on his AAVs, while Noni has none, and he might be able to stop one base runner from delivering an artifact. Once again, Tren offs the targeting jammer, but this one could have been positioned here, and that might have helped his base runner a bit longer, but I seriously don't think that base runner will be killed by those AAVs. But it's, surprisingly enough, it is getting a bit close there for Tren. And, ooh, that was definitely close. That base runner could have died. But with this cloud of strike fighters now, 11 strike fighters out for Tren. And it looks like Tren's plan here is roll in with AAVs, blow up the support cruisers, and then kill Noni's carrier with a huge airstrike. That's how it looks like. And Tren, of course, knows the more he micros those strike fighters, the more bunched up they get, and that means they are more susceptible to the AoE from the anti-air missiles. I believe all of the anti-air except the one provided by LAVs and production cruisers has AoE, and now Tren is bombing Noneyadambus' carrier back into scrap, and Noni has no hope to win this engagement, but we can enjoy the view while Noni maneuvers his carrier. He will go out in a last stand, taking out a couple of AAVs with his carrier. This truly is the end for Noni.
Light attack vehicle online.
Unknown inbound. Designating hostile. Alert. Hostile strike fighter in circulation. All stations accounted for, Captain. We've got hostile on sensors. Confirm visual. Alert. Carrier is taking fire. Enemy fighters have engaged.
Hostile forces are attempting to extract an artifact.
Red alert. Command carrier taking fire. Our carrier has sustained terminal damage. Mission failed. All
And there we
ships
go.
fall back.
Noni's carrier finally succumbs to overwhelming firepower from Tren. So Tren now has 3 wins, and Noni has 3 losses. So thanks for watching, and we'll look at the other matchups in the next videos.